Hey everybody, what's going on? Got a little pop-up edition of the Sully Squad here because we had some news this week. The National Football League schedule came out, and in particular the Eagles. So we're going to break down the best matchups for the Eagles, most anticipated, toughest stretch, etc., and some of the big games in the NFL. So I got my usual cast of characters here. I got my man to my side right here, my man Sean Killer Kilrain. What's up, Sean? How you doing?
What's up, fellas? Chilling, man.
Below him is my man Mike Fuji, who always brings the energy. What's up, Mike? How are you?
Doing good. Schedule's out. Let's break this down. Let's get to this 12-5 prediction I'm already calling. I mean, let's just dive right into it. New network, everybody. Happy Saturday. Birds, Sixers tomorrow, Game 7. Bill still on fire. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday morning, Diego. How are you, 6 for 6?
Haha. What's up, Mr. 6 for 6? Diego Bianchi to Mike's side.
Oh, man,
I think his screen's frozen.
What happened? Diego froze. All right. Well, we'll get back to Diego. I'm sure he was going to bring the fire. So let's get right into it here. I mean, Eagles schedule comes out. What was your first impressions, guys? Sean, I'll start with you. What's that?
I think we got kind of robbed. We're like the toughest schedule. I get that. Bring everybody on, but the way they set it up, what is it, 2 teams in 4 days or whatever?
Exactly.
So
it's
like Fuji and me, we're touching base on. What are your thoughts, Joe?
Well, honestly, you know what? It's a tough schedule, but hey, you know what? That's what happens when you make the Super Bowl. I mean,
Absolutely.
a lot of opposing fan bases out there were crying, saying that the Eagles didn't play anybody last year, which actually was not accurate. The Eagles were I think 9-1 or 9-2 or something against winning teams. So that wasn't entirely accurate. I say bring it on. I mean, honestly, it is a tough schedule. Particularly, I got on the bottom there the toughest stretch. Well, in one stretch of games, and we'll get into this, they have Kansas City on a Monday night, and 6 days later, Buffalo comes here. That's an extremely tough stretch. I think there's about five games in that stretch that are really tough. But hey, bring it on. Well, you know what? The Philadelphia Eagles are the class of the NFC. We have the best quarterback in the NFC, and I say bring it. I'm with Fuji. I still see about 12-5, 13-4.
The true MVP of the league.
Yeah,
Mike. Diego, let's try Diego. See if he's unfrozen. What's your impressions of the Oh, we lost Diego. Okay, Mike, what's your impressions on the what was your first impression?
I just saw Sunday opening up in New England and then Minnesota Thursday. I mean, Goodell's already gunning for Philly, but that's all right. No one likes us. We don't care. They don't want to see us win. I mean, it's just the Philly, we're the underdog. We won 52, but hey, we are the underdogs. Nobody likes us. I mean, to me, it's a joke.
Don't care.
But we'll take it. Bring all comers on. Everybody's gunning for the NFC champs. Let's just take them and knock them down like bowling pins, one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my first impression, and I'll get to Diego in 1 second, was I actually wanted to go to that New England game, and then now it's opening day and Tom Brady day, so that that game I looked, and it's I think upper levels are going right now for $600, $350 a piece, or no, actually $600 a piece or something like that. So I was I mean, obviously I would wait till closer to the game. I mean, of course they're going to be higher now, but I may not go to that one now. So Diego, what was your first impression, bro?
You guys hear me better now?
Yes.
All right. First impression was the schedule's tough, but what did we expect? We were the best team. We were the best team in the NFC. So usually your schedule is pretty tough. I think Dallas got the 5th hardest schedule. So the whole NFC East got a pretty tough schedule. I think we're going to be fine. I think the Eagles are going to be better this year than they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So what's so let's kind of break. I guess you want to break this down here. So let's say, all right. I mean,
right into it.
So that's yeah. I was gonna say that's what she said. No, I'm just playing.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly. But all right. So to me, it looks like you need to get off to a really good start. All right, you got at New England for Tom Brady Day now, or Tom Brady afternoon, 4:25. I like the Eagles in that game, although the schedule they didn't do us any favors because New England's going to be really emotionally fired for that. I would have liked to have had that maybe in the middle of the year, but hey, it is what it is. I like the Eagles in that game. And then what do you guys think?
I like the Eagles. That's a W.
Okay,
it's a win. I mean, it's a little bittersweet. Tom Brady Day, Eagles.
Beat them twice.
Just
you know what I'm
saying? There. Brandon Graham, I'm sure he'll be looking right at Brandon Graham for the strip sack and Derek Barnett recovering that ball. And, what the hell? It's a little, there's history there with TB12. So, we pulled out.
Yeah, big.
See, Dennis brings up a good point, too, about the scheduling and even the draft. All eyes are going to be on Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Sidney Brown. I mean, it only gets better, but we'll talk about that later. I mean, I just can't wait for these guys to get the training camp and see what these young guys bring, and even the new additions.
Yeah, and then 4 days later, I mean, the home opener, September 14th, Thursday night football, Vikings. I like the Eagles in that game too, but that's kind of a tough spot. I mean, when you would kind of think when you're the Super Bowl, when you make the Super Bowl, that you get a better draw than having your home opener be 4 days after the first game.
But Minnesota's got to come here in a short week themselves too.
Well, I'm not sure who's Minnesota opening up against. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be banged up themselves. 4 days.
Yeah,
days rest like us.
Yeah, I'll have to look. All right, but I like Minnesota, so I see 2-0.
Yep.
Week 3 at Tampa Bay on a Monday night. Obviously things change when the season gets closer, but I think Tampa Bay is going to suck. So
what's up with that start time? 7:15.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird.
On 7:15 Sunday Night Football start time on that game. That's weird.
Sure, they didn't throw it in as a mistake of Central Time.
Probably.
Could be.
ESPN schedule. I looked at it everywhere. It says 7:15 everywhere.
Yeah.
ABC 7:15.
Vikings open up against the Buccaneers, if that's anything.
Okay, well that's actually good because the Vikings probably win that game, so they're coming off a win coming to Philly on a short week, so that's probably good for the Eagles. All right, so does anybody think that Tampa Bay that we're not going to beat Tampa Bay? I think Tampa Bay is going to suck.
Not with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they're going to stink.
No way. They're going to go down there and smash that team.
All right,
that'll all be an Eagles crowd anyway. That'll be in the way home game. We'll go down there and smash that team right on the jaw, shatter them.
Yeah. So then Washington Commanders come here October 1st, 1:00. Now
they always give us a problem.
I was going to say, I like the Eagles there, but I think Washington. I mean, it's all going to come down to their quarterback. But if they get any type of quarterback play, that team's got a lot of talent. I like the Eagles, but that's going to be a tough game.
I like the Eagles, but just like we said, we always take one of one. It's either home or away. You can't take. I'm interested to see what Eric Bieniemy does, but in all cases, I see a win. But go ahead, Fuji.
It's a divisional game, and I'm going to believe Jacoby Brissett's going to be their starting quarterback, which I think he going into now. I mean, to me, it was like one of the better backups in the NFL, if not the best backup. So, I mean, it's as I said, it's a divisional game. As long as we don't let teams like that hang around, why shouldn't we beat them?
Yeah, Diego, what do you think? Any concerns?
No, I mean, I think you're right, Joe. If Washington gets any kind of quarterback help, they're actually a pretty solid team with like McLaurin, the running back they took from Alabama last year, Dotson, the receiver from Penn State. So they're definitely a solid team. I still think the Eagles at home against Washington, week 4, legs still pretty fresh. We're getting in the groove of things. That's a win. That's 4-0 Eagles.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, Washington beat us here last year. I don't see them winning two years in a row on our field. But
right.
I mean, they're actually rolling with Sam Howell, the kid they drafted last year. But now they took him, I believe, in the 5th round. But a lot of their scouts had like second round grades on him, and he did look pretty good against the Cowboys last year. So we'll see what he can do. So then October 8th, the Eagles are at LA against the Rams. Now, this is a trap. This could be a trap game. Because it's sandwiched in between Washington, which is the divisional game, and then the Eagles got to go to the Jets the next week to play Aaron Rodgers. So this could be the classic, you're flying across the country. It could be a look-ahead game. I think the Eagles win to get to 5-0, but this could be an unexpected sweat. What do you guys think?
I agree. I
don't know how good the Rams going to be this year.
Well, you got Stafford. They
lost Jalen Ramsey.
They traded Ramsey.
They lost Allen Robinson. Trade via Pittsburgh. I mean, it's very interesting.
You let Leonard Little go. I mean, he's still out there as a free agent.
I think Eagles find a way to pull that game out. 5-0. Go to the Jets.
Could be one of those clunkers going across 3,000 miles where you like sweat it out and maybe win by a field goal.
Right.
I mean, that team's that's a team
up and down.
You put your finger on. Right.
Hey, Rob Hefner. Hey, what's up, Rob? Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you check out the Vegas sports scene tonight on the Out of the Box Network. All right, so 5-0. This one's an interesting one at the Jets. Now, the Eagles have never lost to October 15th, 4:25 p.m. The Eagles go to the Jets. Play against Aaron Rodgers. I know I'm going to that game, so I hope to God we don't lose. But this could be the first L. I'm going to go the Eagles. I'm going to go the Eagles are going to actually lose this game. It's going to be the first time the Jets ever beat the Eagles. I just have a feeling that it's going to be 5-1 after this game. Does any of you guys agree, disagree, or Diego? What do you think?
I disagree. I think the Eagles win that, beat the Jets. I mean, we don't know what kind of team that's going to be. Aaron Rodgers can look them over the top. Aaron Rodgers can look like he did in Green Bay last year and then be kind of the same team as Green Bay was. So I think it depends what Aaron Rodgers is playing at that time. I think the Eagles win that game, though. I think it's 6-0.
Okay. Fuji, what do you think?
I remember, Green Bay was here. Was it Sunday night or Monday night this past season, and kind of looked like Rodgers was giving the Eagles defense some fits. But I think it'll be a good game, but I think the Eagles will pull it out.
Okay. All right. So you guys all have 6-0. I have a possibility of 5-1. Dennis Brandale has Eagles losses will be wow. So he thinks we're going to lose the first week. New England, Washington, Bills, and Rams. Okay.
Hey, still 13-4.
13-4. We'll take that.
I was going to say I would gladly take that.
Amen.
All right. So following at the Jets, the Miami Dolphins come here on a Sunday night, October 22nd, 8:20 p.m. I have the Eagles bouncing back and beating the Dolphins. And now the Dolphins have a lot of weapons, but we don't even know if Tua's, with the way Tua gets hurt, who knows what's up with him. But it doesn't matter. Even if Tua plays, I like the Eagles at home. Let's go around the horn. Sean, what do you think?
Easy win. I think a win.
Wow. Okay. Mike?
With all the talent Miami has, Tyreek Hill, I think it'll be a close one, but Birds pull it out.
All right. Diego, what do you think, bro?
This is where I got the Eagles taking their first loss. If Tua's healthy, going into that game with all their weapons, Sunday Night Football, that could be a shootout. I got the Eagles taking their first loss to Miami, Sunday Night Football. 6-1. 6-1 to start the year.
That's okay. So that's what I have. We're both at the same spot, 6-1. And I'll tell you what, if you are going to lose a game, it's good to do it to the AFC because it doesn't hurt you in tiebreakers.
Right.
So that's not that you ever want to lose, but losing it to the opposite conference isn't the end of the world.
Right.
Dennis here has losing to New England because of how big a day it will be for the Pats, for the players and the fans for Tom Brady Day. Yeah, hey, I could see that. I mean, but I guess if you think about it, though, the reasons that we think it's a tough game, being that it's Tom Brady Day and it's opening week, the fact that it's opening week could actually play into the Eagles' hands because the Eagles will be prepared for that game for a month themselves. You know what I mean? So
that game really don't. The Patriots really scare you.
No.
The celebration, the Tom Brady celebration kind of makes you think the Eagles are going to win it even more. Usually teams, when they're like celebrating something before a game, they take a shit in that game.
That's true. Look at a lot of the teams when they unveil the Super Bowl banner, usually. I remember actually New England in particular, I think they won in 2016 and 2017, Kansas City went there and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I
recall that.
I think that plays into our favor. Everyone's all like high on the emotion that Tom Brady's retiring, blah, blah, blah. And the Eagles just go, they're all about business that day. You know what I mean? The other teams worry about Tom Brady's celebration. We're worried about business.
Well, let's not forget that Juju Smith-Schuster has a date with James Bradbury one-on-one.
Yeah.
From the last time we played that
fucking
song.
trash.
Keep doing TikToks, Juju. You're nothing.
Juju Smith's trash. All that talking. You're Patrick Mahomes. The only reason you won. You're garbage.
You know what they say about the loudest one in the room, right? You know what they say about the loudest one in the room, right?
Is the weakest one.
That's right.
Right.
So keep talking. Fuel on fire.
All right, so now we go October 29th at the Commanders. This is another game I plan on in all likelihood going to. I like a win. I like a win, so I think we sweep the Commanders. This is definitely going to be a sweat, though. This will be one of those games where it's like the Eagles are like, either have to stop them late or the Eagles are like, having like a 4-minute drill trying to run the clock out. This will be a close one, but I like the Eagles in a close one. Hey, Mike, how you doing? What's up, dog? Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you check Mike out tomorrow on the Edge of Philly network with Pat Bernard on the PM and on the AM, and also on Thursday nights on the Out of Box with the Locker Room. So check my man Mike out. All right, Diego, what do you think of that game?
We bounce back. We sweep the Commanders this year. I think they're going to have a little bit of quarterback trouble. They're not going to. I don't think they figure that out. I don't think Hal's the answer. I don't think Brissett's the answer. They'll still be searching for a quarterback answer next year. We sweep the Commanders, bounce back from that Miami loss, 7-1.
Right, Sean and Mike, do you guys disagree?
I agree with you.
Win.
All right. So then here we enter the toughest stretch. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, the next like 5 or 6 games are an absolute gauntlet.
The next 5 are really tough.
Yeah, it starts off with the Dallas Cowboys coming to Philadelphia November 5th, 4:25. In my opinion, the Cowboys are the second best team in the NFC. I think that I know people would say the 49ers, but I have questions about their quarterback position. So I honestly think Dallas is the second best team in the NFC. I personally like the Eagles to win this game. The Eagles have a bye after this game, and I think they realize this game, these 2 games versus Dallas will probably in all likelihood be for the division. So I like the Eagles at home in this one. Do any of you guys disagree?
No, agree 100%. I think we take the one against Dallas at home.
I think we lose at home, and that'll be my first loss on my. Unfortunately,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that against your rival,
Yeah, that's my first loss. Them coming in, something happening, typical Dallas Eagles. But yeah, that'll be my first loss. Pooch?
Mike,
I don't know. I think we're going to split with Dallas. I don't know if it's going to be winning here or winning down there, but I just think it's even Steven 1-1 with them.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll come down to tiebreakers. So we really better win the rest of our division games because otherwise they beat us out if we're tied. Mike Lauro has the Eagles going 13-4. All right.
Start talking about Mike. So what does everyone got them going into the bye? I got them 8-1 going into week 10 bye.
So do I. So do I, and so does Sean. Fuji, I think you have them 9-0.
Well, like I said, I think they're going to lose one of these two Dallas. I don't know. It's
all right.
Poison.
All right. So just for the,
I'll say 8-1. I'll say 8.
All right. Just for the sakes of this conversation, let's just say you have them losing this day. So let's just say we all have them going 8-1 at this point.
Because
if you
now we're feeling good going into the bye. 8-1, we feel good. We're like, we almost got this shit locked down. Let's go.
Yeah, so's Mike Lauro, 8-1. All right. So now we have a bye week, and we go to Kansas City, November 20th, 8:15.
Monday night.
That's
Monday night. Monday night football.
I'm surprised that's a Monday night, not a Sunday night. But
I was talking to somebody, a friend of mine, yesterday, and they said that I was like, why are they giving Eagles Kansas City Monday night instead of Sunday? And apparently the rumor is they want to give Monday night better marquee matchups. Well, I guess they want to go back in the
well, that's a marquee matchup.
Well,
Amen.
And you know what? And let's be honest. I mean, you do have Troy Aikman and Joe Buck making the call, so right. They're paying those guys an awful lot of money to do those games. So I'm sure that they want marquee matchups. So,
of course.
All right. Now, I know this is a really hard spot going to Kansas City. A lot of people probably predict a loss. I actually love the Eagles in this game. I think the Eagles go to Kansas City and beat them.
I got them winning.
I love the Eagles in that game. I think
they got to play a taste in their mouth.
Revenge.
I don't know. I love the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But after that game, you can't love your team going in and playing Patrick Mahomes anywhere on this planet. I feel so great. We got to go play Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback of all time. So I think that's a loss. That's a tough game Monday night in KC. That's a loss. That's 8-2 in my opinion.
Oh, you're coming off the bye. I think as soon as the schedule came out, Jeff Lurie had this game circled along down the line. Sirianni, Hurts, whoever, but retribution from the Super Bowl. I know Kansas City's tough to play, but I think the Eagles come off the bye fired up and ready to go in and take back, get that retribution from Super Bowl 57. That's a win.
Even when you're like a Super Bowl team, there's always like that little stretch through the year where your fans start questioning stuff. Oh, is this guy good enough? Are they good enough to win? I think this is the stretch where we start to get them Eagles questions because they got a tough stretch. You got Dallas, KC, Buffalo, Niners, Dallas. So you're going to lose a couple of them games more than likely. And this is where the questions come in. Oh, can we go back to the Super Bowl? Are we going to win the division if we think Dallas is going to be real close with us? This is where it comes in my opinion.
Okay. So now it's funny because based off of the fact I think the Eagles beat the Chiefs, 6 days later, Buffalo comes here. And here's where like order of the games really matters because I think the Eagles have a big emotional win in Kansas City. So they come back here. Buffalo comes here 425. I think the Bills sneak up and beat us. So I have the Eagles. At this point at I guess at this point I'd have them 9-2, I believe. Yeah, because I had them 8-1 at the bye. The Chiefs will be 9-1, so then the Eagles will be 9-2. And what do you guys think about the Bills game?
I say loss. Coming off the big win.
They get a loss.
Now, Diego, what do you think? Because you
this
have
is our first
the Chiefs.
It'll be our first back-to-back losses of the year. I think we lose to
Wow.
KC. I think we lose to Buffalo 6 days later. I think it's 8-3 after week 11
Okay.
or 12.
And like
Would
you
that be
said-
12? 8-3 after week 12.
Mike, very positive. He thinks they beat KC and the Bills. Well, I'll tell you what. With
They
now,
beat them
Diego,
two teams.
there won't
Should
be
be
any
Super Bowl,
questions.
baby.
Yeah. Now the following week, December 3rd, the San Francisco 40-winers come here.
Missouri stuck these bitch ass dudes up. No more crying answer this week.
Yo,
Smack Debo. Somebody just smacked Debo on the jaw.
well,
You remember
You know
Friday? You remember Friday the movie, right?
yeah.
It's my ball, punk. Not my ball. My ball. So
Well-
Debo, be prepared.
It's my chain.
And Kyle,
Yeah.
thank you for leaving your wife at home because she's upset because of the Phillies fans. Boo hoo.
Wah.
You know, you're coming into our area.
They told me
Our
go fuck
territory.
myself. Cry about it.
So
There's a lifetime
So,
case of tissues for you.
it's a win.
Well, I'm rocking Hassan Reddick just to like, you
Set
know,
the tone.
well, no, not just that, but you know, all the 40-winers are doing is crying about how they had no quarterback. So here's a reminder: maybe you should have blocked this guy. You know what I
Right.
mean? If you maybe you should have blocked Hassan Reddick. You know, Mr. Genius Kyle Shanahan. I mean, I do think he's a very good coach, but you might have wanted to try to block Hassan Reddick because maybe then you'll
What
have
happened in the Super Bowl against New England? 33-28, right? If I'm correct. Yeah. So
yeah. So
come on, Kyle.
all right,
We're gonna smash
big
the Niners
defense.
that week.
okay.
That's
So
I think we destroyed them. Just to prove it. That's a prove a point that you weren't as good as us then, and you ain't as good as us now.
I agree. So I have them 10-2. Diego, you must have them 9-3. What do you got? What Sean and Fuge? What do you guys have them? What 9-3 or 10-2? I forget where you guys.
10-2, I believe.
All right, so we're
10
all
and
10-2. All right, now the following week, the Eagles are Sunday Night Football at Dallas. I have this as an L. So because I
Me too.
have this as an L. So I guess at this point I am 10-2. So I'm 10-3 at this point.
I
what do
see
you-
us taking one there. I have us losing at home, us winning shockingly there. So
I'm in with Sean. That's what I think.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'm
I got a
10-2.
loss here. I got 9-4 through 13 games.
All right, and
So,
I'm 10-3. You guys must be 11-2. All right. Then
no, you're right.
All right, then we're at Seattle. This is a tough one because I think
I'm going to say this is a loss.
me too. I actually think Seattle, believe it or not, might beat San Francisco out in that division. I think I think Seattle could beat them out. I love what Seattle did in the offseason. So I have this as a loss. So now, wow. So now this is where this is where we're really starting to get some tight butt cheeks because I have two straight losses. I have two straight losses at Dallas, at Seattle. So I have the Eagles 10-4. Diego, what do you have?
Going into this game, so I have them losing. I had them losing to Dallas here, so that would be 10-4, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
8-2, 8-3, 9-3. Yeah. 9-4. After this going into Seattle game, I think this is where the Eagles they lose 3 out of 4 coming into that game. This is where they get back on track. They win the rest of these games. They win out.
All right, yeah, all right. You know what? All right, let's just kind of fast forward a little bit here. All right, so Diego has them winning out. So the next group of games, the next 3 games are
It's Seattle Giants, Arizona Giants.
Yeah, I have them winning out too. So this is where I'm 13-4. What do you got? You and Fuji and Sean. What do you guys have them at here? The last 3, 2 with the Giants. So Giants Christmas Day here, Arizona here New Year's Eve. I think Arizona's going to blow, and then at the Giants January 7th. So I have all 3 wins. What do you guys have?
I say they lose that.
I'm winning in Arizona and losing one of the Giants Giants games. So that puts me at what? 13 and 14 and
4.
3. Yeah.
No, I think you're 13 and 4.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at 13 and 4, and I only have them at 13 and 4 if that last Giants game even matters. But if it don't matter to us, we got division locked up or something like that. We take all our players out. Giants need it more. 12 and 5.
I believe they lose that Giants game because it probably won't mean any. It'll probably mean nothing.
True.
Okay. All right. So we all have the Eagles at 13 and 4. Now, do you think is that good enough for the number 1 seed again?
Yes.
I would say so.
Yeah.
All right. So that means the Eagles beat out Dallas. I looked at the Giants schedule. The Giants have a tough schedule too. I think the Giants take a little bit of a step back. I think the Giants are win between about 8. What were they, 9 and 8 last year? The Giants, or 10 and 7? I forget. All right, so I have the Giants maybe winning about 8 games. Let me just look real quick. Let's see.
So the Eagles only have 3 1:00 games all season. 3 1:00 games, 8 4:00 games, 5 primetime games, and then 1 to be determined.
Yeah. The hardest schedules are Eagles, Dolphins, and Giants. So to bring up Joey's point, that's why I see them. I agree with him with the strength of schedule for the Giants. They got a tough road. So yeah, they're the top 3 teams with the toughest schedule.
Yeah, so I don't want to break down each. Let's just go real quick with the Cowboys, because I just want to see if we're going to win the division. Cowboys at the Giants Sunday Night Football. Dallas always has the Giants number, it seems like. I think they win that. Dallas then hosts the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is Dallas's daddy.
Win with the Jets.
1-1.
I have the Dallas 1-1 after 2. Then they're at the Cardinals and they host the Patriots. I think they win both of that. So they start off 3-1.
3-1.
All right. Then they're at San Francisco Sunday Night Football. Then they're at their next 2 were at San Francisco and at the Chargers. So I think they go 1-1 there. So that would be 4-2.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm with you on that.
All right, 4-2. Hang on, let's just take a picture of this real quick. Then, all right, so we have them 4-2.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Hang on, I got to go back. All right. Then they have a bye. Then they host the Rams, I think 5-2 at the Eagles.
Yeah.
They're going to split with us. So either way, that's 3 losses.
Okay.
Then they're the Giants again. They probably beat them again.
Yeah.
At the
6-3.
At the Panthers, they beat them.
7-3.
Commanders on Thanksgiving, they beat them.
8-3.
Seattle at home, Thursday Night Football.
Loss. That's a
Loss.
loss.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a loss, depending on injuries and how they're doing throughout the start of the season. But I see. Go ahead.
But Seattle's at home, so that could go either way. Then the Eagles at home.
Man, yeah.
Then the Eagles at home. No, I meant Seattle's at home for Dallas. It's in Dallas, is what I meant.
Okay.
Then they have a tough stretch at the Bills and at the Dolphins, so they probably lose one of them. What do you guys
So what's
think?
that? 9-4?
9-4, 9-5.
All right, well, let's see.
9-5.
Yeah, I think that's 5.
Yeah.
Then they host the Lions. That could
be a loss.
That could be a loss.
That's a win.
I think the Lions are going to make some noise this year.
Yes. I think they're feisty, dude.
I mean, that's the opener on Kansas City.
All right, and then Dallas is at Commanders.
I see them splitting with the Commanders. You know,
They always seem to give each other a hard time.
Where the hell's the Chiefs? Where the hell's the Chiefs though? Dallas has to play the Chiefs. I don't see them on. Where the hell are they on the schedule?
I think the Eagles got the Chiefs because it's like the 9th game or the 9th road game, actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find the Chiefs on the schedule though.
We got the Chiefs. We got the Chiefs. They got the Chargers.
Yeah, because it's the AFC West.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, we got
like
the
I
Chiefs,
said,
got
it's
the
that extra
Chargers.
game.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
that extra road game.
That's right.
Because last
Yeah,
year we had Pittsburgh here. And the first year they did it, we had we go to the Jets or they came here. I forget.
No, we went to the Jets. That's
We
right.
went
I
to
had
the
a brain.
Jets.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I had a brain fart for a minute because I forgot about that because that's right because we play the AFC East, so that's where we play the 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, they could possibly lose to the Chargers. I mean, especially out there in LA. That means so that could be a loss for them.
Those West Coast games, like you said, always give you any team on the East Coast, jet lag, whatever, a fit. You know what I mean? So, but we never know.
All right, so we all have if the Eagles only lose 4, I think we consensus we think Dallas loses 5, maybe 6. So we like the Eagles in the division again. Bottom line.
Yeah, hands down.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. How about before we get out of here? How about? Oh, hang on. Mike Laura's got a comment. He says they lose. Oh, Dallas. He thinks Dallas loses both at Buffalo and at Miami. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I could take. For me, it kind of depends on. To me, it kind of depends on if it's if Tua is healthy. How about just in the NFL? What are some of your most anticipated before we wrap up here? What are some of your most anticipated matchups of the year? Like
they're going to kick it off with They're going to kick it off with a pretty good game, Kansas City and the Lions.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a little more. I think it's going to be more entertaining than what it sounds.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a competitive game.
You know what's funny now? I'm high on the Lions. Most people are, right? I'm high on the Lions for the year, but I actually think Kansas City smokes them the first week. I think the Lions are going to be good.
I agree because look at it like this. Rodgers is gone from that division. You don't know what the hell the Packers are going to be. The Bears, who knows where the hell they are. Minnesota. I think it's Lions, Minnesota. But I think the Lions are going to – honestly, I'll go out on a limb. I think the Lions win that division.
I could see that.
Anything's possible. I agree. I mean, just the way Dan Campbell's energy is, the way he gets those players playing. You know, Hutchinson, the kid Rodriguez, man in the middle as a linebacker. And the rookie running back, it's going to be interesting to see him and see how Goff's going to fare, with his quarterback play, I
mean, didn't they really say Minnesota had one of the better – not Minnesota, I'm sorry. Detroit had one of the better drafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of got some people did. I mean, I know they kind of got ripped for taking a running back in the first round, so I know that happened.
Yeah.
But I mean –
it's
reach. I just think Dan Campbell has that team hungry. I mean, hell, they just missed the playoffs by like the skin of their teeth. So I just think that team's chomping at the
bit. Joaquin Stable, Dallas's record 5-10. Well, Keno, I hope you're right, buddy. But they have to play 2 more games, bro. But 5-10 though. Hey, it'd be nice if they started off 5-10.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Amen.
Yeah, I'll take it. So, any other games that catch your eye, just for the whole season? Like, I know. Obviously, I'll tell you the one. Well, here's one I'm excited about. Opening week, Buffalo at the Jets. Now that I'm really looking
that's a Monday night game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Doubleheader really, probably.
Yeah, really looking forward to that one because we'll get a read on the Jets. At big. I know long-suffering Jets fans out there, get a read on what they look like, with the start of the Aaron Rodgers era at home. I know tickets, even upper-level seats are going for like $275 to $300 right now. Now, I'm sure that'll go down, but either way, that's a tough ticket up there. So that'll be an interesting game.
I'm sure those season ticket sales blow up as soon as they got Rodgers.
Oh, definitely. They had a thing on TikTok where they were showing like Jets like season ticket office like ringing the bell, and it was like every 2 seconds somebody's ringing the bell.
Was Fireman Ed there? And his
I didn't see him. Yeah.
Sure,
man.
he'd be in there all going.
He's probably on somebody's
Man.
shoulders.
Yeah.
with his hat on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's of course, there'll be a lot. I mean, I think Cincinnati and Kansas City play at some point. I think they play right around like I think they play like New Year's Eve or something like that.
Wasn't there a couple games on Black Friday this year?
I think it's the Jets and Bengals. Jets and Bengals.
So we were going to
first Black Friday.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. It's Jets and Dolphins at Jets.
Okay.
Yeah, and NFL Black Friday, it's Dolphins at Jets. So that'll be
It's a good game. That's a good game Black Friday.
Amen to that.
So,
you're lagging.
But yeah, all right. So there's some of the key matchups, and anything else you guys want to touch on, or any other thing catch your eye about the schedule?
I'll say this. I mean, I believe as far as Howie, I don't think he's done tinkering with this roster. Right up to week 1, he'll be doing something. I'm sure he'll pull some magic out of that hat. But also, it's like, and also another thing is too. There's always, I don't know, every year, barring injury, there's always a game on this schedule. We say it's a win, but sometimes it could be a clunker. You know how it is.
Sure.
It could be come down to a field goal. But there's always, barring injury, I mean, there's no reason why the Eagles shouldn't be the number 1 seed.
Hey, look at last year. The Eagles were 14-3. Yeah, the Eagles were 14-3, had a great year, and 2 of their 3 losses, I wouldn't have thought we would have lost. The 2 of the 3 losses were against Washington at home and the Saints at home. So it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you. I mean, we all do this little breakdown, like, oh, win, loss, win, but really,
right.
I mean,
that's just thing you can never tell. Right.
You could wipe your butt at it's May 13th. I mean, we could wipe our butt with these predictions. You know what I mean? But it's hey, it's as a fan though, it's fun to do, and I agree with you. I think Howie may add a linebacker, or maybe another veteran safety at some point. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Say hello to Patrick Queen. I'm going to say it right here. I think he goes out and gets him. Reason being, Ravens got Raekwon Smith. They drafted Trenton Simpson, and what's the name's kind of ticked off at the fact that they did that and went that route. So how he's going to make his moves and magic, and you'll see him here. It's almost like Kazir White. Watch it be like around training camp, So
that's right, because Baltimore didn't pick up his 5th-year options.
Yeah. And then another thing too, us going into training camp, how we got a lot of undrafted free agent wide receivers and tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we could talk about it another day, but I think Nagata and Ricks are going to be spotlighted on that undrafted free agent class. Who knows? Maybe we find a diamond in the rough with somebody out there. Be awesome.
Right. Like Blankenship of last year.
Yeah. I mean, so.
Well,
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, we'll speak. We'll speaking of that, because we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Monday night, this Monday night, Monday, May 15th. Make sure you check out the Sully. Make sure you hop in, check out the Sully Squad on YouTube, Facebook, and we're gonna be doing our first show partnered with Out of the Box Sports Network. So check them out too. We'll be on that network as well, and we're gonna have special guest, former Eagles tight end Luther Broughton will be on. So we'll be chopping up the schedule, Eagles off-season moves with him, and hey, also tomorrow night, we got the big Sixers game, and I'm hoping that we're talking obviously about a win, and it's not it's not like a funeral out there,
Yeah, right. Enough of PJ shooting corner threes. I don't want to see that shit.
No.
What? How do you guys feel? I mean, obviously we're gonna have the post game pretty much because it'll be Monday. But going into the Sixers tomorrow? Does anybody have any confidence?
Oh, I look at it like this: they won 2 out of 3 games up there, so maybe they're better away from all the Philly pressure.
Yeah.
You know, you go up there with a clear head. You know, it's 3-3, it's 0-0 across the board. You know, it's win or go home, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, it's cliche, but, you know, you got to put everything, you know, you just got to get it, Boston, Jason Tatum, whoever, out of your head. It's, you know, you just go in, you play the game, and hopefully everybody brings their A-plus game, and, you know, nobody's going home by 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Got to play solid D. You got to get in the face of Jaylen Brown, you know, Will White. I mean, just basically everybody on that team. You can't take them for granted. You just got to play good defense. And Toby has to show up and play, not 2 points, bigger points.
2 points, Toby.
Yeah. And like they've been saying, Smiley, and I think JoJo has to unleash some kind of like anger, you know, aggressiveness. And, you know, just like Food said, maybe we do come home with this one. It's going to be, can't take them for granted and shut down Tatum.
All right, but do we though? Nobody made a prediction. Like, gun to the head, are we winning or no?
I say cautiously optimistic.
All right, I'm going with a win, and it has nothing to do with not the Eagles. It has nothing. Well, obviously has nothing to do with the Eagles.
It's going to be tight, but I'll say a win, Joey. With you.
All right. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with the Sixers. It has to do with everything in this series has gone against conventional wisdom, right? The Sixers have taken 2 dumps on their home floor.
Yeah.
Boston's taken 2 dumps on their home floor,
Right.
and I feel like if the game is close in the fourth quarter, which I think it will, I think Boston is going to crap all over themselves and find a way to lump up, and the Sixers are going to get this W tomorrow, and it's going to be a happy Mother's Day.
I mean, as you say, Harden has to play more consistent. Like, you know,
Exactly.
Don't step up here one game and then go vanish. Like, don't be the invisible man. Like, you're a one-time MVP. I mean, you're a hell of an all-star. Like, step the hell up, give Embiid some assistance. Everybody step their goddamn game up and go for dinner. Like, this is.
And stop saying I'm the most foul player. That's loser mentality. Just play the damn game like you did.
Just like you put out on Farzi yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, man up. Enough of the excuses and just go for it.
Stop taking accountability. And just like you said, and I guess everybody can agree, play the game. Stop looking at the refs. Play your game and everything will be okay. You know? You just got to, like they say, when you're in Little League and everything else, play as a team, win as a team. If we don't do that, we're going home with the big L. But I think, like Joey and I totally agree, I think in the fourth quarter, it's going to be tight and we eke out a win. Upset.
Okay.
What do you think, Diego?
Win or lose, I need 40. I need a 40 piece from Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
I need that ball to be forced to him. I need to see that he's leaving it all out in the court. If we lose, don't lose because Maxi's shooting threes. We don't lose because Harden's shooting threes. We lose because the MVP isn't on, you know? But I want to see him trying to take over the game. I want to see him asking for the ball every single play. Him putting himself in positions. It's all about Joel Embiid tomorrow for me.
Yeah.
Win or lose. As long as that guy shows up and we see that he leaves it all out there, we're like, all right, that's a dog mentality he left with, then I feel okay going into next year. Like we can get back to where we're at this year and maybe even get any further. But if we just see that same slouchy ass Embiid walking up the court with 2 minutes left in the game when you're only down 5 points, quitting on that court, then I'm done with this team. I'm done with it. I'm done with it till they figure out the next plan. Because this plan is bullshit if your MVP is not going to show up and at least leave it out there. Like even Iverson did. Did we ever think Iverson had a chance to win that series? No. But every game, he left it all out there. We lost on his shoulders.
Yeah. Do we win, though?
Yes, because I think
Okay.
Embiid shows up tomorrow.
All right. Well, from your lips to God's ears, and make sure you check out the Sully Squad Monday night. We'll be getting all into the Sixers, and again, special guest, former Eagles tight end Luther Broughton. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, have a great weekend. See you all on Monday, and check us out Monday night. Later.
And play the
See you
song.
later.
See you, everybody.